All right, we're back. It's been 3 weeks since the opening of Stella Nova, and I decided to come back. Officially, they said I'm the first guest that they've officially been able to say welcome back to, so that's exciting. So we're here to see what's been fixed, what's been changed, what kinks have been worked out, like the lights going out randomly after 20 minutes of sitting and watching television or working on a video. So it's gonna be exciting, and we're gonna get some answers to some questions that I've had. We're gonna talk to some employees, see exactly what they have to say, and we're gonna learn more about the Epic Universe grand opening and Helios grand opening, which is kind of exciting. I already got some information I'll share with you later in the video, so stay tuned. Well, they officially said I'm the first guest that they've welcomed back, so here I am. 8th floor again. This time we have an even better view of Epic Universe. Still smells brand new. So, but the difference this time is we are going to be able to see the resort with good weather. Last time it was freezing cold and crazy outside, but this time we're going to get some good shots from outside. We might even try the pool. We're going to try the pool bar. We're going to enjoy it. It's about 81 degrees. Only going to be at the hotel for a little bit right now because I'm going to go over and do Universal Mardi Gras. So, I've never done Mardi Gras at Universal. I hear it's pretty fun and a pretty big deal, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited about this view, especially tonight. Hopefully they're doing some more ride testing. They got stuff lit up. But man, let's break out the Sony camera and see what we can see zoomed in. Let's do this. First off, we got Helios. We'll be staying there opening night. Woo! And then we're gonna do Epic Universe on the second day, so we get early park admission. Plus I wanna enjoy the hotel. Epic is probably going to be a little bit crazy when it opens on the 22nd. So we're staying at Helios for the 22nd and we're going to do early admission on the 23rd. So hopefully tonight we're going to get some really awesome shots of the park. When we came here for the opening, it was pretty lit up. More rides and testing. We're getting close. It's crunch time. Time to get these rides up and running. Earlier we saw some coaster action. Look at that. Are there people on there? Can't tell. Or dummies. Not that the people are dummies. Alright, so already we saw ride testing at Epic Universe, some roller coasters rolling, and what looked like to be like one of those puke rides that spin you around. It's pretty cool.
Bobby.
Going to the pool. The atmosphere is a little bit different. We're not on opening day, a little calm now. And a little change too. The Nova Bar now only opens at 5 p.m. At least it does during the week. It's only Tuesday right now. Let's see what the pool looks like. Gonna head out. The weather's so much better than it was before. So this is the kids' water area, which of course wasn't running on opening day. It's a little splash pad. There's a couple little kids around, but for the most part, pool deck is empty. A couple people in the pool, one person in the hot tub. Bar looks open. Let's go see if there's food available because I am starving. But what a hot day. Holy cow, what a difference. Stark contrast to what it was for opening weekend. Or I should say weekend, but opening day. It was probably 40 degrees, rainy, freezing, windy as heck. Everything was coming down sideways. Only the crazy people actually went into the pool. I wasn't one of them, but there were a couple people in there. So the pool's heated to 82 degrees year round. It's nice. Weather's a little bit better than it was the last time we were here. They said it gets pretty busy. This is the largest hot tub on property too, right here. It's huge. And they told me that in the winter, they'll keep this at 82 degrees. In the summer, they'll keep it at 82 degrees, which I guess is nice because sometimes you get too cold when it's hot out, but I might jump in there for a little bit and see what's going on. What a beautiful day though. And then I got to run over and do some Mardi Gras. The Galaxy Bar on the pool deck not only has great drinks, but incredible views of the brand new Terra Luna, which we will be at March 25th for the opening. Check it out.
I still can't get enough of the view from the pool deck. When you're sitting down and you see this hotel glimmering in the sunlight, it really is beautiful. And this video probably doesn't even do it justice, but it's amazing. After hanging out at the pool for a little bit, I ran over to Universal Studios to check out the Mardi Gras parade, which I highly recommend. Click the link above. You can check that video out. And then afterwards, let's head back to Stella Nova, maybe see things at night that we couldn't see before because of the weather.
Pool's kind of cool at night. They have movies, weather's perfect, fancy lighting. It looks really good out here. Bar's a lot of fun too. So right now in the middle of the week, it's only open till 8. On the weekends, they said it could be open later depending on how busy they are.
So back inside, it was a stark contrast to what it was like on opening night, but still beautiful, a little bit quieter. It is a Tuesday night, and you can just tell everything was a little more mellow. And what's nice about the bar area, especially when it's quieter, is the service is better, it's very relaxing, and it's also very family friendly right now. As I said before, this place is probably a little bit crazy when it's packed, but right now, Tuesday, 9 o'clock at night, very casual, enjoyable.
All right, good morning. It's early, but it's time for the morning after. So, came back to Stella Nova after 3 weeks to see how everything was going. And something's changed, something stayed the same, learned a lot, talked to a lot of employees. What's funny is when I checked in, they immediately knew that I had been here before, and they said I was the first guest to come back since opening. So it was the first time for them to say welcome back. And a few of the managers came over, they said welcome back, and asked about our stay the first time and kind of explained the little things that are different. So let me start off by saying it's definitely not as crowded as it was before. The first time we came, it was pretty busy because it was opening night, so there were a lot of vloggers here, a lot of people. The bars were jacked up. The pool was pretty busy, the pool bar during the day. The weather was horrible. So now, when I came back yesterday, the weather was beautiful, 82 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. That's the one thing that changed. And so I kind of was able to get a good look at the pool, the hot tub, which was packed. The pool was pretty bare. The pool bar was kind of quiet. Learned a lot of things. So first I'll start off by saying the lights no longer go off after sitting 20 minutes inside of the room. They still go off, but I think it's more like closer to an hour, it seemed like, because I was watching television last night and they didn't pop off for about an hour, so it wasn't too bad. Other thing I learned is that they've kind of adjusted things. The menu system now works over by the food court on the screens, where before they were handing out paper menus because that whole system wasn't up. Talking with the crew here, you learn that so much was rushed for the opening of Stella Nova. It really was. And they were telling me they just got the drink menus for the bars that day. Little things like that were off for them. They were short-staffed on the inside bar. That's not the case now. They also told me that this past Saturday was the first time they ran at 100% occupancy. They opened up all the rooms and they actually had 710 rooms booked this past Saturday for the first concert of Mardi Gras with T-Pain. I asked them how it went. They said the pool was busy during the day, then it got quiet around 4 because everybody left. Then about 10 o'clock, the bar inside got slammed. And I asked if it was an issue with all those people in such a small space. And they said it was a little bit of an issue, but they staffed it a little bit better. So that's good. So that makes me feel more confident that you can come here on a Halloween horror night or a Mardi Gras concert night and still be able to enjoy yourself. Now, of course, this is a slow season. So last night it was $120 to stay here, which isn't bad. especially in the middle of the week. You get early access, which I'm going to try this morning. I've never done the early park access, so we're going to head over to Islands of Adventure this morning. Opens at 8, so I still have a little bit of time, and we're going to check that out. I'm interested to see, maybe we'll get on the motorbike coaster in Harry Potter World. I still don't have that right, but we're going to try it. The other thing that I noticed yesterday was the food, in my opinion, was much better. So I got the hottie chicken sandwich again from the grill out by the bar, out by the pool, I should say, and it was really good. It was actually better than the first time. And the fries, I got regular fries this time, so much better. They were really good. Check-in process, still a little bit slow. They go through this whole thing, and there were actually people still in line waiting, and some people were a little bit aggravated by it. It didn't really bother me, as I was kind of looking around and talking to people at the same time, but I just found that interesting, why the process to check in is super slow here. It's different to me. The other thing, so I talked to so many employees. It's one of the things that I kind of like to do is talk to people that work at resorts and parks and stuff. So speaking with some of the staff here, the bartenders and wait staff and front of the house staff, about Epic Universe and how they think it's going to go. So this hotel will have early access to Epic. Helios will have early access, but they said that they will not be able to do Express Pass because it is technically not a Lowe's hotel. It's a Universal Helios Grand. It's not a Lowe's hotel. There's some partnership there, but because of the contract, I had 2 employees tell me that they will not be able to do Express Pass at Epic Universe. And if they do anything similar to that, it's probably going to be on a VIP basis. Now, they're not offering Express Pass, even if you're staying at, say, the Hard Rock or Portofino or Royal Pacific. That's not going to happen for at least a year. And that's from a few different people I talked to, including one of the managers here, which I find pretty interesting, but I totally get it. So we are booked for Helios grand opening, and we have passes for Epic Universe. We are not going to do Epic Universe on opening day. Instead, we're going to enjoy Helios. We're going to vlog that. And then the following day, the 23rd, when you are able to get early access to Epic Universe, that's when we're going to go. So I'm going to do Epic Universe the day after, on the 23rd, not the 22nd, but I will have Helios on the 22nd. And of course, I'll be able to get reactions and all that from people because it's just attached right there. So unless things change, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do opening. And speaking of opening, more than one employee I talked to was telling me how far behind they are with some of the rides at Epic Universe, and it's going to be a crunch to get them all operating in the first few weeks, which they're afraid may cause a severe strain on the rides that are open. So keep that in mind. I know it's going to be hectic. It's an opening. Just like Stella Nova, there were a lot of issues when they opened. That's why I wanted to come back and see how it was 3 weeks later, if they've got all the kinks worked out. Another kink they got worked out is I could set the AC last night to 65 degrees and it actually cooled the room. The first time we were here, I couldn't get the temperature in the room to go below 72 degrees. And I love sleeping in the cold. I was able to get that down. That's another kink they worked out. But where was I? Back. So people need to understand that Epic Universe is going to be chaotic. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. But keep in mind, it may not be everything to everyone those first few weeks. And I understand that. I understood that with Stella Nova's opening. There were a lot of people, though, that didn't. A lot of vloggers kind of, I don't know, they put their rose-colored lenses on in video in it. There were a few honest bloggers about the issues, but understood it. But I came back, and I can honestly say that they've kind of worked everything out. They had, I could go on for days about some of the conversations I had about the issues they had. That the bartenders, for instance, they didn't get home till 3 o'clock in the morning. They were washing dishes because the dishwashers broke the first day. And they were just going crazy. I mean, it was busy in here. So they've ironed all that out. They kind of got the shifts. It's settled down quite a bit. It's pretty quiet here. Yesterday in the middle of the day, it was pretty quiet. Last night it was very quiet. A little bit busier, but still quiet. And I was probably in my room getting ready for bed by 9:30 last night. So it wasn't a crazy night. But again, overall, much better. So now we're gonna head off to Universal and do some early admission. I've never done that. Excuse me. So let's see what happens. So in the morning, when everybody's heading to the parks, there's not a lack of buses. There's 3 of them lined up, 2 right here, and then 1 loading up over there. Uh-oh, it's the first 20-minute roadblock of the day. What in the world is going on here? There are people everywhere. Oh my goodness. This is where the civilized folk go. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, it goes on all the way back there. I spoke too soon. First I thought, oh, this isn't bad. I was wrong. Whoopsies. All right, we're in. I'm gonna say this. The annual pass entrance is a joke. They have like 8 lanes, 10 lanes open for general admission, and it moves much faster. They emptied that queue faster than I even got to the gate for annual pass entrance. So the annual pass entrance, if it were me, here's a tip, don't use it. Just go over to the regular line admission with everyone else and you'll get in a lot quicker. This place is jacked up though. I don't know if this was a good idea or not. We'll find out. We can only go to Harry Potter World through Zeus Landing. Oh, and you can ride a Velasa coaster too. But I want to do the motorbike. I haven't done that one. Done Velasa coaster a few times now. So we're heading in the back. All right, cattle are being herded. Here we go. It's funny. I've never done rope drop at Universal. And you only got one area open, so you can only go back this way through Zeus Landing. You have to show either your premier or preferred annual pass or your hotel key, get you in. But it's quite comical. And you can only go to the right through Zeus Landing. You can't head towards Hulk or the Marvel area or anything. So there's that. Wow. This is the line to get on the motorbike. That's pretty crazy. I guess that's what everybody's here for. Well, let's see how long this takes. It's 8 o'clock, so the ride should start filling up and there should start putting people on the ride, which is the key here. Holy cow, I can't even see Harry Potter from here. My goodness. This is craziness. Oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I can see Potter World. Oh my goodness. Already the line on the app says it's an hour for the motorbike, which is pretty crazy. So there's that. We'll see what happens when we get up there. Maybe we'll do a single rider. Oh, there's that train again. A crazy train. Well, we've officially met the line queue, which is moving pretty quick, which is good. Wow, this looks cool though. That's pretty awesome. On the backside. Oh, they lost me right there on that wall. Whoa. some point, I'm assuming we'll have to stop. Still very cool. The detail and everything is amazing, as usual. I like walking through the forest though. They got the fans rolling. It's only 60 degrees out. It's nice. Got some bad pumpkins. I'm kind of excited. A little bit geeked to ride this thing. Should be fun. Dun, dun. And it's right now, it's 8:15, so 15 minutes since I jumped in this crazy line, which isn't bad at all. I'll take it. We're moving. As long as we keep walking, everything's fine. Oh man. We haven't stopped walking since they opened the ride at 8. It says it's an hour, but I don't think it's actually gonna be that long. That is so cool. Slowly moving. We caught up to everyone. So the line is already 2 hours and 15 minutes long. It's craziness. We're still rolling. I don't even know how close we are.
So this is the end of the Harry Potter line, and because I was by myself, they paired me with a single rider, which wasn't open. That option wasn't open when I originally got in line, but the teenager that I rode with said that they had only waited about 15 minutes. So keep that in mind. If you're by yourself, it's much quicker to go single rider line, even though sometimes they tell you it's not.
All right, so that was pretty cool. I have never been on a ride like that, I don't think. So again, this is all new to me and I didn't do any research beforehand, so I wasn't finding out about the ride or what it did, so I was totally shocked. So here comes some spoilers. So turn it off if you don't want to know. I didn't know it went backwards. I didn't know it had a crazy drop, how smooth it was, the acceleration. That was a lot of fun. So still Velocicoaster is my favorite, but this one is a close second. And now I see why there's such an incredible line to ride that. So shortly after it opened, the line turned into hour and 35 minutes. I waited an hour from start to finish, which was not bad. Inside though, it's pretty tight. I don't think Tall Paul's getting on that ride because it's maybe 6'4" at the most, the ceiling when it gets towards the end. It's really weird. I don't even understand that, and they don't really say anything in there, but if you're really tall, I don't even know how you're going through the queue unless they send you a different way when they see you coming. I don't know, but it's pretty funny nonetheless. So now I'm gonna head out, head back over, and do some Disney park stuff. One thing I will say about Universal, it's a hike getting back to the bus. Oof. By the time you walk out of either one of those parks and all the way through City Walk and up the escalators and come back down the stairs, get over to your bus, if you're having to ride the bus, it's a hike. Not complaining because it is transportation, it's just a hike. And I remember when my daughter used to work at Bubba Gump's and she used to tell me how horrible it was for them to park all the way over in the parking garage and then come all the way over, especially in the middle of summer. You've got rain, you've got heat, you've got humidity. By the time you get to work, you're all sweaty. Same thing can be said, I guess, if you're doing the parks in the middle of summer in Florida. Blech. My advice, come when it's cooler out. Right now is the perfect time of year, January and February. I know it's hard for the kiddos to get out, but it's the best time to come, in my opinion. So now, I think we're gonna do, as I said, Hollywood Studios. I'm gonna look at the app here and see what the wait times are at all 4 of the parks to judge how busy it's going to be. May get a couple parks in today. We'll see.
All right, so overall, I really had a good time, and I'm glad I went back to Stella Nova because they've fixed a lot of things, they've changed a lot of things, they've streamlined a lot of things that were crazy on opening day, which is to be expected. Also, it's the first time I ever rope dropped anything at Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure, and that was actually a lot of fun, and it was quicker than I thought it would be. It was a nice morning. There was tons of buses, a lot of people, pretty good energy. So that was cool that I was able to do both. And I recommend if you're staying on property, try to do that early admission because it's kind of fun
and it saves you a lot of time. So yeah, give it a whirl. And remember, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell because it helps the channel grow, and I appreciate everyone that keeps watching all these videos and all the comments I've been getting and all the fun stuff and people reaching out. It's awesome. So once again, thanks.